You're a nurse and want to immigrate to the Netherlands. You have made a good choice. It's perfect for nurses. You just need to know how to do it. Watch this video till the end to learn how to immigrate to the Netherlands as a nurse. Hey everyone, I'm Behnam from the Visa Library. This channel gives visa information and the latest news and updates. First things first, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell and download the free cheat sheet my team has prepared from the link in the description. You should also follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest visa news and updates. Now let's begin. For the first step, let me explain the requirements to become a nurse in the Netherlands. You must be qualified to work as a nurse in the country. The first item is having a diploma or certificate in nursing. It's a must to have a related educational certificate in nursing from an approved center. It could be from one in your home country or a foreign one, but the center must be approved in the country. The second item is Dutch language proficiency certificate. Mastering the Dutch language is a must to immigrate to the Netherlands as a nurse. You must submit the certificate to the officials as supporting documents. Also, there are some tests you have to pass that are in Dutch. So study the language as hard as you can. The third requirement is having work experience. If there is a gap between your education and the date of application, you must fill it with relevant work experience. It must be related to nursing and have proof for it as well. The fourth requirement is registering with the Dutch healthcare system. Every foreign nurse who wants to move to the Netherlands must pass the registration process. The process is different for the EEA and non-EEA nationals, but they have to pass it and take the tests. Now let's get to know the steps you have to follow to become a nurse in the Netherlands. As I told you, the procedure is different for EEA and non-EEA nationals. First, let's get to know about the nurses who come from the EEA countries. If you're a nurse and you have got your certificate from an EEA country, you must prepare and gather all of the supporting documents of your education. If there is an exam or test that you must pass to become a nurse in your home country, submit proof that you have passed it as well. Remember that documents must support every claim of yours. If you have passed training courses or internships, gather the documents as well. You as an EEA or Swiss nationals do not need recognitions and your certificate is valid in the Netherlands. But your diploma must meet the conditions. Here they are. 1. Your certificate must be on the list of approved centers. Where to find this list? It's on the Ministry of Health, Welfare and Sport website. The link is in the description. 2. You must have the Dutch language proficiency certificate required in the big register. 3. You must have received your diploma from one of the members of the EEA or Switzerland. If your certificate is qualified, you must prepare your application. You must gather the list of supporting documents to submit to the officials. Here is a list of them. 1. A verified original nursing qualification. 2. Your curriculum. 3. A copy of a valid identity document. 4. Proof of language proficiency. 5. Your CV. 6. Certificate of current professional status. 7. Certificate of good conduct. 8. Translation of documents into English or Dutch. You might have to submit further documents. The decision is with the Dutch officials. After you gather the supporting documents, you must complete the online application form on the Ministry of Health, Welfare and Sport website. The link is in the description. You should also create an account with DigiID. It is to receive all the messages and communication with the Dutch officials. The information you need to create an account is on the Ministry website. Again, the link is in the description. If you're living abroad, not in the Netherlands, and cannot get a DigiID, you can create an account with a big login. There is enough information for you to create an account. Complete the application after logging in and do not miss any part. Remember that there is a fee you must pay for your application. The average fee is about €85, but you might have to pay more for your additional costs. After you complete the application form, you will receive an email. It contains another application form which you must complete and print. The email also tells you to submit a list of original supporting documents. You must post them to the address in the Netherlands. If one part is missing, the Dutch officials will tell you to submit it. Also, they could ask for further supporting documents. They will tell you all through your account. You should check your email regularly as you get a notification. You have to wait until the officials evaluate your application. It takes up to 3 months until the Dutch officials assess your application and decide on it. If they refuse it, you cannot work as a nurse in the Netherlands. If you do not agree with their decision, you can object to it. You have 6 weeks to object to the decision and send your documents or request. The Ministry of Health, Welfare and Sport website have information to complete the objection process. Once again, the link is in the description. If the ministry approves your application, your qualification will be recognized and you will be added to the big register. Dutch officials will publish your name, profession, and related details on the Ministry of Health, Welfare and Sport website. Anyone can find your information to know you're a registered nurse. Now you can move to the Netherlands and find a job to work as a nurse. You won't need a work permit or work visa to work in the Netherlands as an EEA nationals. Now let's say you're a nurse from a non-EEA country. The procedure for you is different than the EEA members. For the first step, you must prepare your application. You should prepare your documents and find out information about the process to speed up. If not, it could take a long time and you might get refused. Here is a sample of them. 1. A verified original nursing qualification. 2. Your curriculum. 3. A copy of a valid identity document. 4. Proof of language proficiency. 5. Your CV. 6. Certificate of current professional status. 7. Certificate of good conduct. 8. Translation of documents into English or Dutch. On page 9 of the application form, you will get a complete list of supporting documents. You must submit everything. You would better know the list and gather everything, as it could take time to gather all of them. After you collect the documents, you must complete the application form and submit the documents. You must complete the general application form and one annex by your profession. Nurses have to complete the annex form. You can find the forms on Ministry of Health website. The link is in the description again. The form tells you the list of supporting documents and that you must gather. Collect all of them and post everything to the Ministry of Health address. Before you send the documents, you must create an account on the My Big Register. It is to receive all of the messages sent by the Dutch officials. You must complete the online application form on the Big Register website. To do so, you must create an account with DigiID. The link to create an account is in the description. It holds enough information so you can create your account. After receiving the documents, Dutch officials will assess your application to determine whether you are qualified or not. If they approve you, they will require the original copy of your documents. They will notify you through the Big Register account. NOFIC is the responsible center for evaluating your documents, and you will receive a notification in your account to send them the documents. Then comes the exams. Everyone who wants to work in the Dutch healthcare system must pass the AKV test. It's a general knowledge and language test. Being fluent in Dutch is the most important requirement to pass the AKV test. IELTS 6.5 and TOEFL 600 and the Dutch B2 or C1 level skills are enough to pass the test. If you have an IELTS, TOEFL or Cambridge certificate, you may be eligible for an exemption from the English component of the AKV test. The test also assesses your knowledge and understanding of the Dutch healthcare system. You must pass the test, so the assessment of your application continues. You can take this test through in-person visits or a digital test. You could ask for an online meeting to get more information about the test as well. The information you need about the test is on the Ministry of Health website. Once more, you can find the link in the description. After the AKV test comes the BI test. Doctors, nurses, and dentists who want to immigrate to the Netherlands must take the BI test. You have to pay $400 to register for it as well. You could also ask for an online meeting to get more information about it again. The link I introduced earlier for the AKV test helps you to arrange the online meeting for the BI exam as well. After you pass the BI exam, the Commission for Foreign Healthcare Graduate, CBGV, will evaluate your application, documents, and test results. They determine if you are eligible to work as a nurse in the Netherlands or not. If your application is not approved, they will tell you. It means you cannot work as a nurse in the Netherlands. If you don't agree with the decision, you have the option to object to it. You have 6 weeks to do it. The link I introduced for objection for the EEA nationals can help you to this case as well. If you've missed it, you could find it in the description. The officials might invite you to an online meeting to assess your conditions and explain that you need conditional courses. After the Dutch authorities receive the response from the Commission for Foreign Healthcare Graduate, they will send you a message and inform you of the results. This decision is called an intended decision. Remember that you have 2 weeks to respond and approve it. When the answer is positive, you will receive the certificate of competence through the post to your address. After you get the approval, you are eligible to apply for Big Register. This is a separate application and you must begin everything from scratch. You must complete the application form, collect the supporting documents, and send them to the postal address of the big register in Ireland. Once again, the Ministry of Health website tells you with this part. The link is in the description. After you complete the big registration, you must apply for a job offer in the Netherlands. You can search through websites that advertise job positions. Where to find these websites? You can find a list of them in the Visa Library article from the link in the description. Also, you can apply for a Netherlands tourist visa and enter the country to look for a job, but you may not convert it into a work visa. After you get the job offer, you must sign an employment contract with a Dutch employer, so he or she can apply for a work permit. When the work permit is issued, you, as a nurse, can apply for a work visa to the Dutch embassy or consulate in your home country. The process ends here. When you get the work visa, you can enter the Netherlands and begin working as a nurse. Congratulations! What a long and tedious process it was, but it's worth it. You must be wondering how long this process takes. The answer is up to your conditions. It's different for each person. You must gather the documents and get the language proficiency. The sooner you finish it, the sooner you can enter the registration process. But the registration process and passing the exams is a bit long. It could take up to 3 years. Yes, 3 years. You may not pass the exams for the first time. Also, you may not find an available seat in 1 year. So, there are some things out of your control. But 3 years is expected. Now, are you wondering how much you earn as a nurse in the Netherlands? Your salary is up to several factors. More importantly, your expertise and work experience. But you can expect to earn about 3,000 to 4,000 euros per month. Alright then, this was all you must know to immigrate to the Netherlands as a nurse. Do you have questions? Write them down in the comment section. The Visa Library team will answer them. Before you leave, like this video, hit the bell, and download the free PDF file my team has prepared from the link in the description. You should also follow the Visa Library on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest visa news and updates. Until the next video, thank you all for watching.